It's been 6 years since I made this video, and I haven't done one for Exodus yet, so let's do one! Starting off with the game speaking menu, in the PS1 version we see the PlayStation 1 being implemented in the pre-rendered background, but in the PC version we see them as keyboard numbers, although they're not really implemented as part of the background, but rather as separate object in the screen. Just like in Odyssey, Apex Extras also has a screen exclusive to the PS1 where you can see and load your save data from the memory card. But in the PC version, it's an entirely different screen where we see your save data as a form of a list that has been saved directly inside the game itself. The same thing can also be said during the pause menu, where we see the save and load section as two completely different things. In the options menu in the main menu, in the PC version you have controls and demos. In the control section you have the opportunity to choose to play the game through keyboard or gamepad. But in the PS1 version it just tells you the in-game controls of Ape as a still background, and you're also given a shortcut to go to the GameSpeak as well. In the PS1 version there's a third button, which is the sound button. This allows you to switch the sound from stereo or mono, and in the PC version this button is completely missing. Next thing is, interestingly enough, when playing the backstory cutscene, both versions use the exact same video, because what makes it even more interesting is that the gameplay footage used in this video is taken directly from the PS1 version. Yes, even on the PC. This can be proven by seeing the mine bombs being black, which we all know that they're only like this in the PS1 version. And of course, how can I not forget about talking about that outdated 2-player mode? Because in the PS1 version, you're given an extra screen where you can choose to either play 1-player or 2-player. When you choose 2-player, you're also giving this screen here as well that explains to you how the 2-player mode exactly works. All of this is completely missing in the PC version. Moving away from menu difference to in-game differences, one of the major differences in the game itself is the sound, because in the PS1 version, when someone talks, there is an echo effect. But in the PC version, there are no echo. This is because the echo in the PS1 version is unique to the PS1 hardware, so it makes total sense why this was not in the PC version. Next up is, when Abe enters a secret area, this is how the jingles sound like. And here's how it sounds like in the PS1 version. Up next is the signs that tells you the controls, how to control Ape, is done like very specific in the PS1 version. An example is the run jump, as it's very specific with telling you what buttons you need to press on your PlayStation controller. But in the PC version, it does not really tell you what buttons you need to press on your keyboard. And if you just compare these two versions, the signs are two completely different things, because in the PC version they're just short, small signs, because they just say run, jump, and hop, whilst the PS1 are more specific. Another interesting difference is the screen that tells you the different emotions of the Mudokons. In the PS1 version, it is shown through the commands for displaying the PlayStation buttons, whereas in the PC version it is displayed with the keyboard numbers. Also, one more interesting thing is, is if you look closer, you can see that the word pressing is more bolder in the PC version compared to the PS1 version. Here's another quick comparison to this sign here. When you skip a transition while entering a door or a well, in the PS1 version, if you skip it, it does this interesting fade out effect. But in the PC version, there are no fade out effects, as it just skips all of this immediately. Next up is, in the PS1 version, when there's a falling object, there's this error where we can see the falling object floating in the air. But in the PC version, this error was fixed, where we see the falling object falling from the top screen. Last thing I want to conclude is showing you a load time comparison between both versions. So thanks you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.